Hyperbole is a way of speaking or writing that makes something sound better, more exciting, or more dangerous. Hyperbole is used in almost every animated sitcom today. The absurdity is part of why they can be so funny sometimes, but none of them seem to paint the image, go to the extremes, or even change society the way South Park has. Today we'll be analyzing South Park's insane use of hyperbole and how it has shaped the series over the years. South Park is well known for being a series where nobody's safe, since Trey Parker and Matt Stone not only love using celebrities and popular things as the butt of their joke, but use them to teach a valuable lesson and make metaphor through hyperbolic examples and allegory. They've only turned up the dial more and more as the years have passed by, but I promise you it's been a staple of their series since day one. South Park started airing in August of 1997 and they debuted with the episode Cartman Gets an Anal Probe. This episode parries common alien abduction tropes and storylines that you'd see in movies like Communion, but when it comes to the anal probe, they go for a new extreme where the aliens put a gigantic projecting satellite dish inside of Cartman that is backfiring the entire episode, making him fart fire. South Park being this obscene in the 90s was compared to shows like The Simpsons or Beavis and Butthead, but it was scrutinized and called less creative. But I always felt like it was the opposite. Even in the short films Trey Parker and Matt Stone had become known for before South Park, the Christmas films, you can see that this type of style of exaggeration and allegory was present, where Jesus Christ is fighting Frosty the Snowman and Santa Claus, with the lesson being Christmas is about Jesus, not commercial enterprise, and the fights being these ridiculous fights that you'd see in something like Highlander. They stuck to this philosophy from the very beginning and would just keep turning it up, which is how we end up with episodes like Something Walmart This Way Comes. This is one of my favorite episodes of all time. The townspeople of South Park finally get a Walmart and Walmart starts Walmarting, letting people buy things like violins for $5, which is actually hilarious because I do remember buying instruments and percussion for prices like $10 to $100, which is unheard of at that time. But all these insane prices lead to the townspeople overbuying, working at Walmart for discounts, and getting addicted to Walmart and turning the town into a capitalist dystopian nightmare. Of course, instead of just calling Walmart and stores like it evil, we're given this supernatural Walmart that whispers to addicts to protect and fight for it and even kills people that would doubt it. The boys go around looking for information on how to stop Walmart as if it was a horror movie monster like a werewolf, just to find that everyone is afraid of it. And as they go to stop it, they're faced with this embodiment of Walmart.
Hello, boys. Congratulations on getting this far.
Who are you?
I am Walmart.
You?
I've taken this form in order to talk to you, but I can take many forms. Very well. You want to see the heart of Walmart? It lies beyond that plasma screen television.
It's a mirror.
Yes, don't you see? That is the heart of Walmart. You, the consumer. I take many forms. Walmart, Kmart, Target. But I am one single entity. Desire.
Call it corny or too on the nose, but this message is actually so strong. We are the reason that stores like Walmart thrive and hurt communities even. The Walmart takes many forms, and it's true, they're all the same thing. All these big box stores are the same exact thing, and Parker and Stone seem to know that, and are kind of showing us how harmful Walmart and other superstores can be, but in an insanely hyperbolic way. In the episode Passion of the Jew, Cartman pushes Kyle to watch the Passion of the Christ, which leads him down this rabbit hole of self-loathing because he's Jewish. And it's insane because the moment he sits down, the movie starts with whipping sounds, and it's basically an entire 3 hours of just that. And that's better seen when Stan and Kenny go watch it, but they have the opposite reaction.
That movie sucked. How do they even call that a movie? That's bullcrap, dude. Let's go get our money back.
Wow, I didn't realize how horrible Christ's death was.
Me neither. Oh, honey, let's be good Christians from now on.
I think if more people saw the Passion, they'd have faith in Jesus.
Yeah, it really guilt trips you into believing.
Hey, we want our money back.
Huh?
That movie sucked. Give us back our $18.
I can't refund your money. You sat through the whole movie.
That wasn't a movie. That was a snuff film. You can't charge people to watch a guy get tortured for 2 hours.
That guy happens to be Jesus, and he went through all that to pay for your sins.
We go to church to learn that stuff. We go to movies to be entertained. We weren't entertained, and we want our money back.
I'm not allowed to give your money back after you sat through the whole movie. You'd have to take your complaint up with the film's producers.
I'd like to say that this is the voice of reason, how the creators see that movie, and they drop being just hyperbolic with the absurd whippings and just start being on the nose. It wouldn't be South Park if they didn't lead us down a ridiculous story plot some more though. Cartman's obsession with Mel Gibson is actually pretty bizarrely parallel to how people were reacting to him when this movie came out. He's even the fan club president. The episode does such an amazing job on on Mel Gibson for being an alleged anti-Semite and a nut. This episode aired in 2004, same year as The Passion. Cartman calls for the first Mel Gibson fan club meeting, and it ends up being the most anti-Semitic thing ever. He's even dressed as Hitler, and when the boys finally get to ask for their money back, Mel Gibson attacks them and chases them throughout the entire rest of the episode while acting like an actual lunatic. Some say he got off easy, with this being his depiction just an insane Daffy Duck, but of course, Stone and Parker were right, since in 2006 Mel Gibson had the famous DUI happen. There's also this.
The truth is, there's not a whole lot in the Bible about the crucifixion. The Passion was actually done as a performance piece back in the Middle Ages to incite people against the Jews.
It's not enough to say something is, to disagree with something, or to represent something. South Park has to show us the ugliest and sometimes most hilarious way possible, because that's what makes South Park funny. Insane super Christians are easily swayed by anti-Semitic snuff, or maybe just nationalism. It could be up to interpretation to some degree, and I always appreciated that, and when they really want us to know something, they're just direct. And now we have to talk about the most historical episode of South Park ever. Trapped in the Closet, aka the Scientology episode. In this episode, Stan is saving up for a bike. He refuses to use any money, so his friends go on to have fun without him. He then stumbles onto this free personality test, which is being ran by the recruitment for the Church of Scientology. He does so well that they think he's a reincarnation of their prophet L. Ron Hubbard. They ask him to continue Hubbard's work, and then everything starts to come apart. If you remember the early 2000s, the Church of Scientology was spreading fast, and yet we knew nothing about it. Celebrities like Isaac Hayes, John Travolta, and Tom Cruise were a part of this cult, church, and they were backed by not just these celebrities but money and power, and because of legal action possibly being taken against you for talking about them negatively, they were sort of off limits. A bit of a boogeyman, so we thought. South Park doesn't care, they'll just make fun of anything, but this time they did it with some help from former members of the Church of Scientology, and then we end up with this masterpiece, a running joke that greatly exaggerates Tom Cruise's sexuality of being stuck in the closet.
Will not come out of the closet. Hundreds of onlookers have gathered here in hopes that the celebrity will finally give in.
Tom Cruise, this is Park County Police. Please come out of the closet.
A deep look at the actual beliefs of this church and their practices. I learned almost everything I know about Scientology from this episode alone. The weird recruiting process with the personality test, the fee to join which is $240, and the actual science fiction themed spiritual beliefs of the church, all of these being confirmed later in YouTube videos by actual high-ranking members of the church, from the fee to the off-the-wall Star Trek-esque lore, where the evil aliens trap alien souls after making them watch media related to common beliefs we have, and then entering our bodies. They actually believe this, but they don't. A lot of people who are part of Scientology did not even know about this. The episode goes completely direct with their leader calling Stan, their supposed reincarnated prophet, an idiot when he updates the doctrine to take out the fee.
Evil Lord Zeno has recently broken out of galactic jail.
Yes, of course.
And best of all, I wrote that all the Scientologists should no longer have to pay money to belong.
What?
I realized that to really be a church, we can't charge people for help.
What, are you stupid? Then how do we make money from those people?
Well, it's not about the money, it's about the message, right?
Wait a minute. Whoa. You don't actually believe this crap, do you? Dummy! Brainwashed alien souls? E-meters and thetan levels? Those people out there buy that crap, and I thought you were smart enough to see what was really going on.
But you said that there were...
What's better than telling people a stupid story and having them believe you? Having them pay you for it, stupid!
It became very apparent after this episode aired that a lot of people that are in this Church of Scientology couldn't actually see the tactics that were being ran to make money, and didn't even know about the insane lore. They make multiple jabs at Hubbard for being a science fiction author, a creep, and of course a con man, and this episode alone ends up breaking off the shell that was protecting this church from scrutiny. A lot of people left, celebrities included, and they weren't able to do anything about it. And so the church started nosediving into its demise. If you want a more detailed video though, please check out Bloom's video. He has an amazing video covering this entire episode specifically. South Park always has a message or a metaphor for a serious real life or political or sociological problem expressed in each episode, with the punchline being the running jokes, lots of exaggeration and clever allegories. I think this is a very special TV series, and even though in the 90s it was just seen as obscene and not creative, it is by far the most creative of all the adult sitcoms that came out at that time. They don't just make fun of everything, they tackle a lot of things that a lot of other writers and and media in general will not, and they found a clever way of just using these exaggerations, probably to cover themselves legally, but also to get a laugh out of us. Sometimes South Park is really hard to look at, maybe sometimes they go a little too far, but I honestly think the writers are doing really well by their beliefs and have mastered the art of hyperbole. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see me cover animation and games, please subscribe for more. Leave a like, it helps the video out a lot, and please leave a comment if you'd like, letting me know what you'd like me to cover next.